Oh, excuse me. I will never enjoy that cough. All right. We're just gonna wait for the ads to condense again. Hopefully they work with me today instead of against me. But good morning. Thank you for joining me today. If you missed last stream, which was the final episode of Cat Quest, a surprisingly short episode for me, I did mention that we would be playing Subnautica Below Zero today, so that's what we're gonna do. Yes, Doug, and I'm an entire minute late. How dare I? Good morning. So yeah, I am playing Subnautica today, or Subnautica Below Zero, I should say. Interestingly enough, just like Subnautica, this is the second time I'm actually attempting it on stream. It's just that the first time I didn't have anyone to hang out with me, so nobody saw it, and I didn't even upload it to YouTube, so there wasn't much point to it. Hopefully this time goes better. I have more friends now and people that want to come spend time with me, so it should be a fun experience. Now, the ads are finally ready to start up automatically. I'm going to start the ad roll now. If you're not interested, go ahead and skip about 3 minutes ahead. This is just something that I do to make sure pre-roll ads don't run for about an hour. I'll be putting up this little sign here. Where is it? The pre-roll GIF. And if you're scrubbing through the video, once that disappears, you're good to go. So, there we go. Once again, good morning. Thank you for joining. If you're watching this video on YouTube or on Twitch, I appreciate the post-watch, the video on demand. If you're watching on YouTube specifically, Doug says hi YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube specifically, I would very much appreciate a sub. It helps out tremendously. Even though I do this for fun, it helps get my content out there, and then hopefully more people want to come sit and hang out with me. And since I do it for fun, that's a major portion of why I'm here. If you're watching on Twitch, please do drop me a follow. I'd love to see you here to hang out at some point. That being said, what else is it? Oh yeah, if you're finding it difficult to get me online or to catch me online for whatever reason, maybe I'm in a different time zone than you, feel free to let me know in the comments if there's a better time that I could stream for you, or even better, go ahead and join the Discord. There are links to it in both the bios for Twitch and YouTube, and we've got a great little community going. You can let me know there, we can chat through the day. These days I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm always accessible if somebody wants to message. I leave the notifications on. In addition to just being fun and chatting with everyone, there's also channels for picking out what game we play next, as well as what game we keep on deck for subscription and bits goals. I like to give you guys as much control over the stream as I can, so whenever you'd like to see something prioritized, just let me know. There's a full list of my games available, a full list of my Steam games available right now, and you're welcome to look through and choose what you like from there. Additionally, there's channels for things like counting down to when I have to play a horror game. Since I don't do that based on sub and bits goals, I do that based on average viewership. If you'd like to see me be terrified, that's an excellent way to see me be terrified. Yeah, Doug, I was 1 minute late. This is an approximate start time. I'm talking like hours of difference. Let's see. Oh, additionally, the most important part is that there are notifications, automatic notifications for whenever I go live on Twitch and when I upload a new video to YouTube. So if you're having trouble with either of those systems alerting you, that's the best way I have to have a backup for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the stream, and we'll get back to it and right now. So welcome back. Thank you for being patient with me. We're back to the stream live. Everything working all right on your end, Doug? You can see and hear and everything's cool? Hopefully. Gonna delete that. Good, good. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you!
Alright. So, if you didn't watch the initial playthrough, or you've been living under a rock, Subnautica is a game that takes place on an alien world. And at the end of the first game, as you were leaving the planet, we saw this big ice world. And this big ice world, or this big ice continent, is what we're exploring in the follow-up game here, in Subnautica Below Zero. Personally, I find the voice acting awful, so I've turned it off. And I think if I ever turned it back on, you would wonder why I did. Surface temperature is too damn cold. Oh, Doug, how mean. Take him out of bounds just far enough to save it and let him respawn. Make sure he doesn't have a way out. How cruel. Hilarious, but cruel. Alright. So, I haven't done many, but I did lightly modify it so that I have extra utility slots at the bottom, extra hot slots, and I think a few quality of life upgrades as well. Oh, there was one thing that I added, because I'm not new to this game, so I wanted to make it fun. There is a thing that I can add to my seatruck. It is a mobile scanner room, which is really cool. Obviously a skill issue, yep. Nothing but. There's supposed to be some water around here too. There's some water.
New blueprint synthesized.
There we go. So there's a dual survival mechanic in here. We've got the usual hunger, thirst, health, but we also have temperature when we're on the surface. And these guys over here look scary, but really they just radiate heat in my direction to keep me warm. It is still morning for me. I try and start streaming every day during the week at 11 a.m. my time. Thank you for asking. And it's going alright, thanks. How about yours? Anything fun and exciting happen for you today? I know that you're in your nighttime right now. You don't need more food at the moment. I just need some copper. Pretty poopy butt day, but I'm trying not to let it get to you. Well, I'm sorry it was a poopy butt day for you. It is good to keep your chin up at the very least. Hopefully getting to see the pretty sights will be a nice cheer up for you. Ooh, I didn't realize there was gold there too. I guess that makes sense. That one's the silver and gold one. There we go. Let's see. The fishies are pretty. And unfortunately for Robin, the main character here, probably not very tasty. Alright, so first thing we have to do is get into our little life pod here. And I'm going to dump a bunch of this stuff into the storage locker. There we go. Actually, the gold as well. Because we need to establish some basic equipment right away. Fiber mesh, tools, we need a knife, silicone rubber. As I said, this isn't my first time playing this, so I'm not going to be struggling nearly as much as a first-timer would. And unfortunately, I also know that most of the scary things are actually just... are actually just easy roadkill. Let's see, Doug says, well, Robin just doesn't know how to fly. Maybe he should just get good instead of complaining about being stranded without food on another planet. I mean, that's true. That could be a thing. I'm not sure how he would learn to, or she would learn to fly, but
New blueprint synthesized.
she does share that trait with you, Doug. In this case, Robin is a girl's name. She is female and looking for her sister on this planet. So that's why she actually came down here, is her sister. Yeah, Robin is a girl. And her sister has disappeared on this planet under mysterious circumstances, most likely dead, or at least that's what she assumes. But she wants to find out the truth. Misgendering is not an issue I take great concern with. On the internet, everyone is a guy. Men are men, women are men, little girls are FBI agents. It's the solid rule of the internet, and I'll stand by it. I'm just letting you know for your own reference. If we ever see a reflection, I don't want you to be surprised, like, what the hell? She has chesticles. Alright, I got the knife. I need flippers. There we go. Yes, it is. Yep. As far as I know, it wasn't always, but for whatever reason, it became a name for both genders. Alright, we're gonna put this here, and you'll go back here. So I think they're a little too well shapen to be man titties, I'm sorry. They're not nearly as floppy as man titties would be. Actually, I don't know. You did kind of see that conversation that Grim and I were having last night, where I guess I was having a really bad day for phrasing things, and I was just making all sorts of people upset without meaning to. I was feeling so bad about it. But she made a joke about guys having tassels on their useless nips. We did work it out, so that's okay. We talked it out in DMs that I hadn't actually meant to be dismissive, as she had interpreted my words to be. So that was good. I was glad we could make that happen. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah. Part of the reason that there was confusion is she was thinking of like sexy, well-built male belly dancers with tassels and stuff on their nips, and I was thinking about fat bastard from the Austin Powers movie with like shiny gems on his nipples. So there was a huge disconnect. I was like, whoa, I did not realize you would be so upset about this. See, this kind of makes me upset, this door here. I don't know why it's just a door. In the first game it made sense. There was an escape hatch on the ceiling and one on the bottom so you could get in and out of your escape pod. This thing just has a door. How is this life pod not flooded? I don't get that. I don't like that. That bothers me. Alright, we should have oxygen tank now. Yay. Alright, we need to get a few more things here. Specifically, a scanner, which needs the battery. A curtain instead. I don't know that a curtain would do a great deal of good for us here, Doug. It would be interesting, I just don't think it would do much. I mean, we could make it a shower curtain. That's meant to get wet, right? I'm sure it'd be fine. It'd be fine. Absolutely. Okay, so we got that and titanium. Good. We're gonna stick this on 3. Famous last words. Well, for as sad an event as it still is, I bet they could have said that for the Titan submarine too. I feel so sad that it happened, but also I will judge them because what were they thinking? I'm glad you liked my absolutely. I thought it was funny. Alright. We gotta find some fragments of the Sea Glide right away. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, lightning storm on the surface, I guess. The weather up here is really weird. I'm probably going to need some glass. So we'll need quartz if I find it. Really, there's a couple of things that I'm looking for, including... There should be a little cave somewhere around here, like one of these, with copper. Here we go. And I need to find the Sea Glide pieces right away so that you can see better in the dark. They made this game a lot more streamer friendly because lots of things glow and they're very pretty and bright. But unfortunately, it's still pretty dark. Electric type is pretty strong against water, yep. Usually. I mean, I don't know if you can say that against, like, electric eels. I think they might not have so much of a problem with it. Okay, we gotta go up. And... Come on, there should be more pieces to this Sea Glide somewhere around here. Excuse me. I'm sure there are. I wouldn't doubt it if for the in the least. And for every meta, there must be counterplay. I mean, usually. They're usually pretty good about that. Honestly, Pokemon's... Or I guess not Pokemon, but Nintendo in general has been so scummy lately that I have not wanted to give them anything. Like, I don't want to give them attention, I don't want to give them money, because they have just been the worst. Like, I don't know if you heard about all the things that they're trying to patent so that they can sue Palworld into oblivion. Well, thank you, Doug. Unfortunately, I was raised with manners, so I apologize all the time when I do something unusual or outlandish, like a cough. I can't always help it. It's just a habit. But yeah, Nintendo's been doing some really scummy things to try and crush Palworld. Including, like, not only did they patent the ability to throw something in a digital space at something else, so you can no longer toss your Palworld balls around. Your pals just kind of appear next to you. They also tried to patent the concept of a glider, or using a creature as a glider, more specifically. And then they've also now tried to patent the concept of riding a mount of any sort, of just jumping on and off a mount. And there was one other one they did that was just so dumb. They're trying to patent entire mechanisms for games for no reason. And I am pretty damn sure that, like, PlayStation will not let that slide, because PlayStation uses a lot of those mechanics too. Final Fantasy XIV has those mechanics in spades for the jumping on things. So, I mean, I guess, but it is not cool. Nintendo has been on a real dick kick lately. It is sad to want to see them fail, but if they're gonna act like this and try and just kill the industry in general for their greed, I kind of have to cheer for them. Okay, yes, but also this time it was relevant. It wasn't just out of nowhere. So, like, don't at me. Just saying. I know I talk about Final Fantasy a lot. I like it, okay? I can't help it. It's basically all I'm doing through the day right now if I'm not streaming. If I'm not streaming or coughing. Honestly, if I had a big enough following that would watch it, I would be streaming Final Fantasy XIV too, but unfortunately I don't yet, so we're just, we're rolling with what we can. My inventory is almost full, and I still haven't found another piece of the Sea Glide. So, what the heck? Oh yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that my mods are still working today. Subnautica and Subnautica 2 both got an update not that long ago that, for whatever reason, just stopped working properly. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. And see, that was the... Yeah. I won't focus on the negatives. I just appreciate you being here. That's all I'll say about that. Okay, so we finally got the Sea Glide blueprint. Let's head up. And we're gonna head back. We gotta make the Sea Glide now. The one thing I can say is that, for better or worse, because I got you guys as friends over time, and not like all at once or from someone else, I am, for better or worse, used to just talking to myself. So when you have to go to bed or whatever, I'm just plugging along like usual. hoping somebody comes to hang out, get more friends. And then if some go watch another streamer, I'm not in too bad a shape. Yeah. In the first one, I don't know if you remember that sound bit, but the pad, the little AI voice on your digital pad, gets real snarky at one point, and she's like, "You have exceeded your exercise quotient by 500% or 5,000%. Data shows swimming was your favorite activity." And that makes me giggle. I think it's funny. Well, I mean, it's not unusual at all. Let me let me put it this way, Doug. It's for me, I felt fortunate enough that I had people that would come hang out with me even just a couple of months after I started streaming. The fact that you're here so regularly, the fact that Conop was always here supporting me, it really helped out a lot. And I know, well, I hope Conop will be back after her significant other leaves, but for the next month or so, I'm being very patient with the fact that she wants to spend time with her significant other. And that is A-okay. It's just, yeah, I do get a little bit sad, but I'm not unused to it. I spent about a month to 2 months struggling through with every single stream, not really having anyone except the spammers and advertisers coming in. So I know that Grim is kind of annoyed having to deal with them, but for me, I actually appreciated when the spammers would come in, because for better or worse, it would give me someone to talk to for a while and someone I could interact with. So I am one of the weird ones that actually appreciated their presence more than I did feared it or got annoyed by it. So, you know, it was kind of a weird situation, but I'm doing my best with it. And I'm not saying that to make you sad. It's like, it's not as bad as you're imagining, is what I'm saying. I am unfortunately used to getting by pretty well on my own, so I am not as swayed by it as I could be, thankfully enough. I can deal with a little bit of loneliness. I talk to myself a lot. That can happen. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen I don't know if you've ever seen some of the actual spam bots come into chat, but they have a very unique or a very particular style of interaction to try and get you engaged and hooked before they try and sell you like art. I'm glad you enjoy it. But if you're ever wondering if someone is a spammer or not, here's the general flow. They come in, they ask how you're doing, they ask what game you're playing, and then they ask if you play any other games and what type you play. And then after asking for a little bit, they say, by the way, I notice you don't have any art on your profile. Or another one is, so why don't you have any information? How often do you stream? Like, shouldn't you be taking better care of the space? And usually they've also been created within about a month. Yeah. So that's the script that they use, and they use it all the time. So the instant that you start saying things like that, they're instantly on guard that you're going to be selling them art or trying to sell them art. And even if you're not, that's just that's their knee-jerk reaction, because it happens pretty frequently. And as I said, I don't really care about that because I was more grateful to them than anything for giving me someone to talk to for a little bit. But it wasn't, would you go away? But it's not unusual for other people to have a more severe reaction to it. Yeah, most likely. One of the other key features for bots is they're usually accounts created within the last month or year. So if they can't be bothered to check, then yeah, probably their knee-jerk reaction is just expecting you're going to be trying to sell them art or sell them viewers. And if it was real, like if it was a real person, I would absolutely be sympathetic. Like, I respect the hustle. It's a good thought to try and sell art if you do art to streamers. But, oh, hiya, Grim. Welcome back. Hi, Nat. Welcome for joining. Thank you for being here. We were just talking about how Doug got banned from channels because she was sounding a little too much like a bot for trying to sell people art. She wasn't trying to sell people art, but her intro is the same one that those art spammers use. Like, she'd go in and she'd ask how people are and if they played or different games and what kind of games they play. So all the same script points that the art spammers use. So I was just telling her about the unique features to not get banned, hopefully. In my case, I didn't have any real contact with them before I started streaming, but during those early days where, for the first, like, 2 months, I'm gonna say, they really were my only viewers. So I'd be just chatting with them, and my way of dealing with them was just to say things like, you know what, I can't check out your art right now, and I don't have a Discord, so if you want to, like, leave your contact here, the best I can say is I'll give it a look if I get a chance. And usually that was enough. They'd be happy with that. They'd leave their contact info and a follow, and then they'd go about their merry way.
New blueprint synthesized.
Oh yeah, I get it, Doug. I understand you are just a friendly person, but
New blueprint
when those are your
synthesized.
first words to people, like when you're asking in that specific way, people are so used to the art spammers, who I think are probably based out of, like, Pakistan or something, or India maybe, using a script, and they're basically just reading off the script. That's very very common thing to happen, is people just get a knee-jerk reaction, especially if they're smaller streamers. I mean, smaller streamers like me as well. They make easy targets because people will interact with them more. Anyway, how did the game go, Grim? Did you manage to finish it? I know you were planning on it this time. Mobile vehicle bay. I haven't unlocked that yet. Okay. I need a habitat builder, wiring kit, computer chip, battery, and what else do I need? Rebreather would be good too. Wiring kit, fiber mesh, rubber. So wiring kit is silver. Oh, hooray! Good job, Grim. I'm guessing she's not here right now. She's probably getting another coffee or taking a break. But thank you for letting me know, Nat. I appreciate that. That's fair. Welcome back, Grim. Yeah, Doug, what are you doing not eating yet? Aren't you going to bed within the next couple of hours? You should probably look into food. Here we go. Rebreather. Silicone rubber fiber mesh. Oh, gotcha. Well, I can understand that. You don't want to ruin your appetite on snacks. Oh, hey, look. Speaking of spam bots. Where is... There we go. Ban. Gotcha. Also, for reference, Doug, just because we were on the subject a little while ago, I was perfectly okay with the art sellers who wanted to try and come in and sell me art, like I would interact with them. But if they followed me, then opened the conversation with that, did their script, and unfollowed when they left, I was like, yeah, no, you're just banned. I'm not dealing with you. You're a butt. To fiber mesh. See, I'm a bachelor. My dinner time is any time I feel like eating. But I try, because I struggle with my weight, since I can't really exercise, I I try real hard to push my meal to like late in the day, and I try and eat only once in a day if I can. Hiya, Kaz. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. How you doing today? Okay, no problem, Doug. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate your presence as always. I hope cleaning the room goes well. I'm not insane. I'm fat. I can't go exercise because of my health. So if I'm just eating whenever I'm hungry, I'm eating too many calories in a day. And I just start putting on weight super easily. And I can't do that. That doesn't work well for me. So I have to make hard decisions. Usually, instead of eating, I will drink restaurant-grade soda, which I think is hilarious, and most people think I'm weird for. But you know how at restaurants, they will... Yeah, I can't really do anything. I wish I could, Nat. For reference, in wintertime, when I start getting super depressed, if it gets above minus 20 degrees Celsius, I will sometimes try and take a walk outside. Excuse me. But I can only get about 300 to 500 meters before I need to take a 5-minute break, and then I have to turn around and come back. And that walk will take me about 30 to 45 minutes. And then I will be, like, pretty well dead for the rest of the day. So I'm not... When I say I'm unhealthy, I mean I am tremendously unhealthy, unfortunately. 2 glass, 4 of these, a silver, and the oxygen tank. I wish I was healthier. I am not. I have forgotten what I was saying before we jumped into that, though. Oh, yeah, restaurant grade soda. So I do that thing where people think I'm weird for it, but you know how in restaurants they get the bottles of syrup and they feed, or not bottles, the like boxes of drink syrup, and they feed it in with water to get whatever mixture they feel like serving? Well, I do the same thing. I just get bottles of soda and then water it down significantly so I get the taste of the soda without all the calories. So I'll drink like maybe a can and a half's worth in a day, but I've also had like 3 liters of water to go with it, and that usually helps quite a bit. I'm gonna make this into another lubricant. I don't like the sugar replacements that they use. Most of the time they're just not tasty. Yeah, so I mix it. Well, that's why I do it the way I do, Doug, is during the day when I'm awake and I have the willpower to do so, I can just avoid eating. I can go get drinks of water or whatever to tide me over. But then at nighttime, I have to eat, otherwise my growling stomach will keep me awake. And if I eat too early in the day, then I'll be hungry before bed again. So I try and push it off until like 6, 7 o'clock my time. And then that's the best I can usually get away with. My stomach is not upset by the time I go to bed. Jeez. Well, okay. But were they like the personal size bags, Doug? Or were they the like bigger bags? Because that makes a difference too. If they were the big bags, like you would see in advertisements and things, that's like 6,000 calories. That's a lot. Holy crap, Doug. That's a lot. I eat a bag of Doritos from time to time, and I'm like, I am so gross. I am so fat. What have I just done? Well, damn. Again, to be fair though, I'm not sure if the... Yeah, I'm not sure if the family size in France is going to be the family size in North America. Yeah. But that's the only thing I'm wondering, right? Because a bag of family size bag in North America, even for Canada, is about 2,000 calories for the entire bag. Maybe give or take a couple hundred, right? Oh, damn. Okay. Wow, Doug, that's a lot. I'm not going to judge you for needing to eat that much as long as it's not all the time, but that does sound fairly unhealthy to eat that many Doritos in a sitting. See, my problem is that I can't, I don't have much self-control, which means I just try not to keep snacks in my house at all. What was I doing? I'm looking for the habitat builder. Here we go. Computer chip and battery. Computer chip is here. 2 table coral, gold, and copper wire. Yeah, like if I want snacks, I have to go out and get snacks. And I love me some snacks. So it is for the best that I'm unable to go out and get them. And just for reference for you guys, if this helps you visualize it, I am around 6 feet tall, but I weigh about 220, 225 pounds. Or I guess that's closer to like 110 to 115 kilos. So I try, I'm not like super obscenely fat, but I do struggle with eating the right amount in a day, and especially without exercise. Where in the heck are these table coral samples? I need a couple. Yeah. Yeah, that could certainly be why you're struggling to lose weight, Doug. That may have an impact on it. Oh, there's another one. I'm going to grab a couple of these because I will need a couple as well. Unfortunately for me, I can't do much of anything at all. Like, I tried to do even some bedroom exercises, and just very light ones. Like, I tried to do 3 push-ups and 3 sit-ups and 3 squats, and if I do that, I lose the ability to do anything else for the rest of the day, because the coughing fits get so severe that my entire body is sore from the constant effort of the cough. It's not super pleasant. Unfortunately, it is not super pleasant at all. Yeah. That's why even when I went to the specialist the other day, I was pretty well taken out for the next, like 2 or 3 days. I couldn't really do anything, because it was just an hour and a half to 2 hours of constant, strong coughing. And, yeah, that is exactly it, Nat. And it's worse because, like, whenever I'm under stress of any sort, so, like, I make myself cough when I laugh. I make myself cough when I scream. I make myself cough when I get too excited in any regard, including under the stress of going to see a doctor. So, like, I'm doing okay-ish right now, and I can have full sentences and conversations. But then I go to the doctor, and all of a sudden, it turns into this huge thing where it's just constant coughing fits. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing to deal with by any means. And I always feel bad because if they decide to come and, like, check the streams, because I tell them that I stream, I want to be honest with them so they know I'm not just lying or making this up to take advantage of the system. But I tell them that, and I'm like, when I'm here, I'm under more stress. I swear, this isn't... I'm not usually this bad, but I'm not putting on a show about it either. I'm just stressed. So that's always a fun time. All right. I should have enough for the builder now. I need gold and copper wire. That's easy, and I have 1 piece of gold, which is good. Copper wire, 2 wiring kit, 2... where are we going here? Battery. I don't think I have the stuff for battery, unfortunately. I have no ribbon plants, so I'm gonna have to go get them. Welcome back, Nat. Thank you for rejoining. I hope everything is alright. Gotcha. That's a reasonable fear. Hopefully he won't. It's always better when your kids can sleep tightly through the night. Oh no. I'm actually deeply concerned for you now, Nat, because I know he already wakes up at 5:30 some days. Or wakes you up at 5:30 at least. I don't see this ending well for you. Alright, we're gonna grab this one. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Doug. Also, you have to understand there are some people that don't show their weight. So you woke up really, really low energy, ate dinner at 5:30, and then fell asleep again by 6:30. Oh, damn. I hope he's feeling all right. That does seem like maybe he's fighting something off. I mean, it could be season changes too. I know we are getting right around that point, and the pressure variance tends to make people sleepier. I'm not sure how severe it is where you are, but yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Well, hopefully if he's sleeping this much, then he'll be feeling better soon. I'm gonna make a battery. There we go. Oh, wow. With any luck, maybe he's growing up a little bit enough that it's like he doesn't have all of that childhood energy anymore. I don't know how my parents managed it, but when I was young, they used to be able to put me to bed at like 8:30. I don't know how that worked, but my bedtime was about 8:30 p.m. And I'm shocked that I managed to sleep through the night and not wake them up at 3 in the morning. I greatly wish I still had the ability to sleep through the night. Damn. Well, no wonder you keep getting woken up early. Yeah. I wish I had the ability to sleep that well still. I really and truly do. That would be so amazing. Quartz, titanium. I'm not going to bring the lead. Oh, I don't have a basic base shape yet either. I'll go do that. I'm going to do this for... No, I will do this first. But then at the same time, I don't want to go to sleep before 9 p.m. That is absolutely fair. That is absolutely fair. Where can I get the docking port? I've forgotten how to do that. Subnautica below 0 dock. Seatruck dock. Acquire the moon pool. Okay. And the moon pool, I think, can only be scanned at Midas base. I think it can only be gotten from her base. Yeah, probably. Oh, also from the copper mining site. Okay. I'm not sure which one would be easier at this point. Probably Midas base, to be honest. Okay. So we're going to go advance the story a little bit because I need some technology. Technologia! I was watching a video the other day, and there's actually a company with the name Technologia. And that made me giggle significantly. I had a good laugh about it. Because the guy was totally in on the meme, the one who was recording the video. He's coming up to the building. And he just cries out, Technologia! I did not, Nat. I will listen to what you had to say first if you were interested in it. Was there something fancy or exciting that you're looking forward to? This way. Fair enough. I was actually talking to Doug about it a little bit earlier. How I'm tremendously sad that I have to say this, but I am disappointed with Nintendo, and I'm kind of hoping they fail because of all the scummy things that they've been doing lately. Like, it is super disappointing the way they've been deciding to act with like patents and copyrights and things, especially towards like Power World. They've just been deciding to copyright the stupidest things. Like, I don't know if you heard, but they are now trying to copyright the ability to jump on and off of a mount of any sort. Not just a creature mount. They're trying to copyright the process of getting onto a mount. And that's on top of using a creature as a glider that they copyrighted. That's on top of using or throwing anything from a point into another point in the field, which is how they copyrighted the Pokemon or the Pal Ball throw. It is absolutely frustrating that they're doing all those things. So for as much as I love Nintendo, I'm also like, I would be okay if they failed at this point because of how they're acting. I just find it hard to get excited for anything they put out anymore. It is, but Nintendo is the one holding the copyrights for Pokemon, even if it's developed by Game Freak. Uh-oh. I think Maida's voice lines, that's the lady in the suit, are the only point of this, of the voice acting in this game that I actually like. Everybody else's was just kind of not great, to be honest. And that made me a little bit sad because I was hoping Subnautica Below Zero would be a lot better than it is. There is, yes, but it's pretty awful, so I turned it off. And if I turned it back on, you would ask me to turn it off again. It's just not great. I wish it was, it is not. Okay, have fun, Doug.
New blueprint synthesized.
Let's see, I'm gonna take this. Just gotta scan a bunch of stuff here. And I don't really even remember why I came out here. I know I needed to scan something. Oh, right, I was going for Maida's base. That's what it was. So I'm going to make sure that I'm not doing the same stupid thing that I would usually do if I was alone, which is to delete my save file if I die. I'll still try very hard not to die, but I won't be doing that particular stupid thing. Because I don't want to reset the game for you. Yeah. Well, it actually, for Subnautica, when I went through and did the base game playthrough on stream, I did it that way, where if I died, I would reset. And that was the hook I was trying to use to get people to come and watch. But even though I succeeded, it didn't work very well. So I ended up beating the game, but all by myself. And then I ended up getting more viewers, and Jacob and Conop wanted to see me play it again. So I played it again on stream, and that's the one that's recorded. But yeah, I try not to do that anymore. It's a little frustrating for you guys. And I know the game relatively well, so hopefully I'm not going to do anything too stupid. Usually, I say not too stupid as though this isn't stupid in and of itself. Usually I would not be here without a submarine. Oh yeah. That's why when I was telling you it's not really scary and it should be a lot calmer for you, is because I already know I'm probably not going to be jump scared. I can't guarantee that, but I do usually know where stuff is, so I'm not super concerned about it. Which means I'm not going to scream, which means hopefully you won't be screaming. Because I think when you're watching streamers, the biggest issue with horror games is if they get scared, you get scared, and if they stay calm, you can stay calm. Very deep in the ocean, indeed. Not as deep as you might be concerned about. Not as deep as the last one. Yeah. Okay, where the heck is she? Ugh, I always hate finding this. Yeah. Well, I'm trying hard to stay away from anything that could jump scare us anyway. Honestly, the thing that gets me the most right now is if there's mesmers. Because there is a type of hypnotic creature in here that will scare the crap out of me. Because it's not even dangerous. It's just that... Ow. It's just that specifically because it makes you hear voices that you shouldn't be hearing, and it gives a weird effect on your screen, and then on top of that, it takes your control away from you. It's like, it's all at once terrifying. Like, I know there's a squid shark behind me. He might be trying to catch up. I don't know if he will, but I know he's trying. I'm just getting out of the way before he gets to me. Okay. Ooh, scanny thing. I absolutely should not be here, by the way. I'm not... I should have a submersible. I'm just being a little bit lazy. A little bit suicidal. Which is not my smartest idea because I don't remember where Midas stuff is, and that's what I'm looking for right now. Is it up here? I know I have to go down. I know there's an entrance somewhere around here. Not that far down, mind you. But I have enough that I can probably get away with this if I'm careful. So I'm being a little extra silly. Little extra silly. And it'll either lead to something hilarious or it'll be a great boon for us. And I'm not sure which. We shall indeed see. See, I'm cutting it real close with the oxygen. 3 oxygen left. Also, I'm kind of depending on my little sea glide here to be able to have enough power to get me where I need to go. Welcome back, Doug. Thank you for rejoining. I hope dinner was good. I hope you were able to eat enough dinner. Oh yeah, what I was saying earlier was I learned from a YouTube video the other day that there are a surprising number of people that, you know how there's those type that say they can eat whatever they want and they never gain a pound, or their body shape never changes? Apparently, those people are still gaining weight, but the actual mass gain is in fat around their organs rather than around their body. And that too is pretty unhealthy. There we go. I should be on the right track now. Yes, visceral fat. Here we go. Okay. That's not super healthy, Doug. Here we go. Okay, nailed it. She has the coolest suit. Like she's modified it with Reaper parts. Yes, you can gain organ fat, Doug. You might be interested in looking it up. It might encourage you to not be eating 3 bags of Doritos in a day. There we go. Got the moon pool tech. See, I thought people just had a high metabolism when they'd say things like that. But as it turns out, not so much. They just build up fat around the organs instead. Which might actually be worse for them, because how do they know when they're shedding those pounds or when they're getting healthier? I'm sorry, Doug. I didn't mean to jump scare you. Honestly, I forgot it happened too, but I'm so used to these types of games that one doesn't get to me anymore. I hear Nat's not talking, so either she's, or I see Nat's not talking. Either she's looking after her kid, or she's terrified. Oh, good! I was worried you passed out from the jump scare. Hiya, Chaos. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you being here with those 3 minutes that you have. I hope your work goes well, and hopefully we'll see you later, or at least talk to you later. I appreciate you, man. You a real one. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, I need that. I think I can scan the dome itself too. Hopefully. I guess not. I need that. Man, here I thought you guys were just enjoying interacting with me. Oh, she found a friggin' tablet. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Huh. I was joking, by the way, but I was like, man, how could you guys not just want to sit and watch what I'm doing? Ugh. Oh, I'm kidding. You know that. It is not a problem in the least. Yeah! Doing all the things at once. I'm streaming as hard as I can! Ah! Titanium and gold. Anyway, I got some of the stuff that I came down here for, which is good. I don't know. How does harder streaming work? Maybe I have to do Minecraft YouTuber streaming. Hey guys, welcome back. So nice to have y'all here. Today we're gonna fight the Ender Dragon. Woo! Man, that was hard to even pretend to do. I hated every second of that. We're gonna end up with an exhibit situation here. Hey dog, I heard you liked streaming and you needed to stream harder. So we're gonna stream while you stream so you can stream while you stream. Alright. Hey, check these things out. I like these ones. These guys are cool. Giant sea whales. Ah! No, he's fine. He's a gentle giant. Now this thing, on the other hand, not so much. But he's also not huge. Let me see. I need that. I feel like I relate to him on a spiritual level, Nat. Okay, let's stay away from that. Pick up a little more lithium while I'm out here, because it will be useful. Quartz. Oh, more sulfur. That's fine. Scanner module, yay! Not that I even have the ability to build it yet, but it's still cool to get. Halfway running from something that I know is over here, that if I have the seatruck is completely negligible. Taekwondo, where's that? Is he taking a trip home on a plane? Oh, yes, Doug. Actually, yesterday, was it yesterday when Nat was streaming? He was bothering her as much as he could, including going just off side of the camera and doing Taekwondo so only she could see to bother her. It was pretty hilarious how much he was bugging her while she was streaming yesterday. Everybody else was like, no, be nice to Nat, she's streaming. And I'm like, tease her more, tease her more. Hubby is hilarious. I'm not mean, I'm funny. I just like seeing you teased as well, because most of the time it's me getting teased. Said the mean man. How am I mean? I am so kind and supportive. I even hold back my feelings when I'm sad. Understandable, have a nice day. Oh my. Alright. Alright. You need titanium ingot, advanced wiring kit. Do I have any gold? I have one piece of gold. Okay. And 4 glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. Hooray! Good job, kiddo. Fix yourself on your own. Save your mom some struggle. Nat, I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but when I was a kid, and I say kid, but probably I mean closer to junior high school age, so like 13, 14. I used to be such a heavy sleeper that my mom tried to wake me up at the end of the night and to get me ready for school and stuff, and I'd be able to have full coherent conversations with her without waking up at all. I would have no recollection of this happening. And so she'd have to like send my dog in. Yeah, middle school, junior high school, same thing. Yeah, so what I did to try and make her life easier was I had a bunk bed at the time. And I don't know why I had a bunk bed. I think we inherited it because I was the only one in that room. So what I did was I slept on the bottom bunk, but I rigged up a device using cardboard and Connects, which is a different kind of Lego basically, and string and marbles, so that when my mom would open my door in the morning, it would set off a little chain reaction and yank the cardboard that the marbles were sitting on, and it would drop marbles onto my head, so I was forced to wake up. I did a lot of interesting things as a child. Yeah, marbles. Because it was only like a 2 to 3 foot drop, but it would drop them on my head. They were small marbles. It just needed to be some sort of physical stimulus I couldn't get away with ignoring or not realizing happened. Did I just make one of those? I did. Okay. So the last things that I need are a piece of gold. Yeah, I need another piece of gold. And another table coral. Okay, great. I really need to get a battery charger, like, right away. Where am I even going? I'm going the wrong way. I think my favorite Korean chant is when they're trying to cheer people on and they say fighting. That one makes me giggle. Fighting! And that's just because I'm a native speaker, so to hear the word fighting be used as the chant is funny. I need... Where is my table coral? Ooh. Okay, you need to go away. You need to leave. Because I need... Oh, wrong one. I need to scan this. There we go. Oh, sorry, what? Did you tip for singing? Or did you use the channel points for singing? I completely didn't hear it. If you did, and I'm sorry. I gotta catch up on this for a second. Do you know Tech It by Kafune? No, I do not. No. Not even a little bit. I know the Open Gangnam Style of Open Gangnam, and that's it. I know those 3 words. Open Gangnam Style. So probably don't try and get me to sing that one either. If it is a foreign language, I probably will not be able to sing it. Even for the Japanese songs, I don't... The song part of it, like the singing, sounds different enough from the spoken words that it's really hard for me to decipher. I know a little bit of... Yeah. Well, I know a little bit of Bump of Chicken, because it was the opening song to Tales of the Abyss. And so I spent quite a bit of time trying to learn the lyrics to that one. Let me look up the name of it, because I've forgotten the name of the song itself. Bump of Chicken. I might be able to do that one. I kind of remember it. Apparently it's called Karma Nat, the song that I remember. Or I guess Karma. Yeah, so that's the one that I kind of remember from Tales of the Abyss. That was the song they used in the opening. I don't know that one, to be honest. There was another one that I think I was actually pretty good at, or that I remembered. Oh yeah, Kane o Narashite, which was not by Bump of Chicken, but it was the opening from Tales of Vesperia. And so I remember that one too. Or not remember it, but I kind of knew some of the lyrics to it. And yes, sorry, Doug, I did have to raise the channel point price. When I was getting 3 to 4 songs per stream last time, I was like, my body's not going to hold up if I do this. I don't have a choice. I tried hard. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I wanted to keep it something fun. It got to be too much at the price it was. I still need to go around and adjust the cost for a lot of things, because there are some that I want you guys to use frequently because they're funny, and I think they're entertaining for you to use without burning through a crap ton of points. And there are some medium-sized ones that can be used at opportune times, and then there's the really expensive ones that if you happen to be saving up a lot of points, you can use it for, but I don't want you to save like forever to hear it. Just if you so happen to be there, you know? Alright, I'm out of power on that one. So I need to go through and just like reorganize everything on that. Okay, I've got everything I need there. Okay, I will have to... No, I don't have a tip link or anything like that. I just, I meant the channel point specifically. Because like I said, I'm not trying to do this for a job. I just kind of like that you guys come and hang out with me. And if you want to give bits or you want to sub for whatever reason, that's just cool. That's bonus. I can use it to buy stuff for the stream, including new games. But it's not like I'm trying to make money off it. Frankly, I'm surprised anyone subbed to me to begin with, and I know people tell me not to be so hard on myself, but it's still surprising. I cannot help. Oh, well, thank you, Nat. I appreciate you. Hooray! Okay, well, I don't care about that. I'm not using the site for anything other than looking at those lyrics. But hooray! I got bits, and they are very pretty hearts. I don't know... I didn't even know you could use those. I thought they were meant to be little diamond-shaped thingies. Unicorns for the win. Okay, apparently. Alright. I want to go to... I have no idea how you managed to pull that off. You can actually choose from a variety. Okay, that's interesting. At the same point that I don't expect to make money off it, I am not a wealthy man, so I don't know. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate that, but I might think about it at some point, but honestly, thank you, Nat. I appreciate you. But honestly, I would prefer that if you guys want to spend money on me, you just use it for making sure you get rid of the ads. Because I know the ads are a giant pain in the butt, and I don't want you to have to deal with them as often as possible. That's fair too. I mean, I can look into it if you want. I thought that it would be nice for you guys to not have to worry about ads for a while. That's why I think prioritizing the membership is good. And I may have to stick with that. I didn't really like putting it there. Yeah. That's my biggest thing, is I don't want people to have to contend with ads as often as possible. Because I know they suck. I think honestly the best thing, if you wanted to give me money, would probably be to spend whatever money you were going to give me on like an Amazon Prime account, because I still make money on ads with the Amazon Prime sub, even if you don't see them. I think. Which means I would be making extra money on the ads anyway, and you guys wouldn't have to deal with the bullcrap of the ads themselves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't be sure about that because, like I said, I haven't looked into it a heck of a lot. I am only vaguely aware of whatever can be done with it. I just wanted to throw that out there as far as my big concern is. I don't want you guys to have to sit through ads as often as possible. That's why I run that 3 minutes before anyone gets here, because I'm not trying to make money off them. I appreciate you hanging out with me. So that's the important part for me, is just that you're here. I like that you're here. And I will always appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to put this here. If it is something you guys would like, I can absolutely look into something like that. But I'll be honest, I'm not super happy with the safety of PayPal to begin with. It's kind of not great when it comes to user safety and like hiding names and things. Even with coffee, when you use that, it lets you put in a pseudonym for your name on the site itself, but then it still sends money through your PayPal account, and you can see the name of the person that sent you money. Like, what's the point of that? That's not a good idea. That's an awful idea. What happened to internet safety? Why are we having to give out our real names for things like this? I don't like that. My mama taught me better. Any more quartz is what I need. Yeah. It might be a silly thing to be concerned about, but I am concerned about it nonetheless. Welcome back, Doug. I can look into it, though. I can look into it. We were talking, I don't know if you were there for that, Doug. Chaos was asking if I had like a tip thingy set up. Because he wanted to give me money directly rather than having it lost on bits or subs and things. And so we were discussing the logistics of that. Yeah. Do I have a charger? This is a good question. Yeah, I do have a battery charger already. Okay, wiring kit, copper wire, titanium. So... wiring kit... copper wire. And how many of these do I need? Just one titanium, okay. And for the solar panels, I need quartz, 2 titanium, and copper. 1 copper, 2 titanium. I need quartz. I'll leave that behind. The same thing as in the first one, just not with as cool of creatures trying to do something to you. See, here's the thing. With the first Subnautica, the thing that I liked the most about it was the fact that the creatures that show up when you go out of bounds, the ghost leviathans, are shaped like a hammerhead. And the reason they're shaped like that and the way they come at you from the deep is specifically meant to bash your sea moth back in bounds if you've accidentally left. It won't work if you're out there without a ship. It won't work if you're going out there in the Cyclops. They'll just destroy you. But specifically for the sea moth, that's your warning to not go out there. Is the hammerhead shape of the ghost leviathan comes out of the void and scares you back in bounds, but then it also tries to ram you to keep you in the playing area. And I think that is such a cool design feature. Like, what a stroke of genius to do that. Oh, I did actually need one more of these. Okay. I think it is just the neatest thing and such a good idea they had to do that, even if Nat is terrified at the thought. In this one, unfortunately, they got rid of the cool creatures for the giant leviathans, except for one of them, which we'll see late in the game. And they replaced them with essentially giant shrimp. And they're giant shrimp that aren't even scary because the ship that you get in this one, the seatruck, is literally capable of just ramming into them and making them run away. So, like, they still make a loud sound. They'll still try and grab the front of your ship, but it doesn't do much damage. It's not all that scary once you know what the inside of their mouth looks like. They don't really destroy you even if you're not at the controls. It is tremendously disappointing how low the actual fear factor went. Honestly, there are some smaller creatures that make a much more terrifying sound. You probably heard them. They're like little tiny dinosaurs with glowing webbed feet, and they're pretty cool. I like those ones. And I thought it was a much bigger creature trying to come after me until I learned about them. So they terrified me for a while. But it's a cool thing. I like it just as it is. Well, hopefully you haven't been scared too badly so far, Nat. I think I'm doing a pretty good job staying calm for you. I'm not taking us anywhere dangerous or concerning. I don't think I've even been anywhere particularly dark. It should all still be just pretty. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing alright with it, because I don't think this is a very scary game. Subnautica, there were definitely parts I was scared by. Okay, see you in a bit, Doug. Like, there's even a clip on the channel still, Nat, where I was getting hounded by a certain Leviathan. And I got up to the surface, or I got back to safety, and it came up on my ship, and I was like, I actually got jump scared, and then my reaction after that was, fuck you, man. It was a pretty entertaining situation, to be honest. It scared the crap out of me, and all I could think was to be upset at it. I need 2 more quartz. Yes. That would be the clip. Because I could hear it screaming, and I knew it was in the area, and I thought I got away, but nope, it just came up on me and like gently nudged my ship. And because it jump scared me, I was just angry at it. Especially because I have spent probably close to 200 hours on these games. So for me to still be getting scared or jump scared of the creatures feels silly to me. Like, I know everything really well. But they still, they still get me. And to be fair, to be 100% fair, in those cases in particular, the issue was that I was doing that same run to try and get people to come watch, where it's if I die, I reset. So it did actually carry some weight for me that if I died because of my own stupidity to this creature, I would have to completely reset the game. And I didn't want to do that late in. Well, it was something that I did as kind of an extra challenge for myself to keep things interesting. Because as I stated, I'm not new to this game. This isn't the first time I'm playing it. And I wanted people to still enjoy the scares or the tension of it. Because you can see, this one doesn't really get to me anymore. Even the jump scare that I forgot was such a simple, straightforward thing that I didn't care a heck of a lot that it happened. I, at most, was taken aback by it, whereas you got scared. So, if that tension isn't there for the entire game, it becomes a lot less fun for people to enjoy. It is not so much that I like suffering, more so that I just wanted to keep things interesting. I'm gonna need one of those. 2 titanium, 2 copper, 2 quartz. Okay. Yeah. I know you guys think I'm a masochist. I swear I'm not. I promise I'm not. No matter how much Grim may like bullying me. I mean, you're welcome to think that. You're not right, but you're welcome to think it. I just like having people here, okay? I like having people to chat with. I'm not going to deny that or affirm it. That there is no information that I am giving out about this. These tastes are rated E for everyone. Oh, I thought that was funny. The info has been given. I will say for damn sure that I am not masochistic. I can say that with absolute certainty. Alright, there we go. One thing that I don't know if you are aware of in this game, Nat, but that I think is pretty cool, is in the first game, coffee was completely just like a little joke item you could get. It wasn't useful in any way. But in this one, because you can go onto land and it's such a cold planet, they actually they gave it a purpose. So you can build a little thermos to fill with coffee, and it warms you up while you're out in the cold, which I thought was pretty neat. I like that. It was an interesting thing to do. Cooked food. There we go. There we are. What else was I doing here? I needed these titanium and copper ore. Copper ore, titanium. Actually, I'm just going to move as much of this as I can over. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting for day because I built solar panels and I need them to start powering my base. But there we go. It's finally putting some power in, which means I can go charge my devices. Super important, because I was crazy low on power, and I hate using batteries like they're disposable. That might be just a remnant of the days when I was still using a Game Boy, and so you'd only have disposable AA's or AAA's. And when you'd run out, you just had to wait until you could buy more, and man, that was frustrating. Yeah. And like, I'd try and get the all of the accessories, like the spare battery packs and things, but they never really worked as well as you wanted them to back in those days. As much as it would have been nice if they did, they just didn't really hold a charge. They didn't really... Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna save. I realize I haven't saved yet. If I crash somehow, I'm going to be so sad. We're good. We're good. I actually did discover a soft lock in this game. So the submarine that you get is supposed to have an animation where you like let go of the controls and you walk around inside, and then you have to climb up or walk out the back in order to get out. But if you tip it far enough down and then you let go, you just immediately get out with no animation, and it's much faster. And it used to be, when the game was brand new, that that worked flawlessly. It was fine. You could do that as much as you want. Now, unfortunately, with the new version they made, or the upgrades they've done to it, the patches, that can crash you. So, on the last time that I was playing this game on stream, I ended up losing like 2 hours worth of progress to it. And I was so frustrated by that. So now I'm trying to be very careful as far as remembering to actually, save goes. I don't know if I told you, I did try and actually play this on stream once before. I think I mentioned that I had played... Oh, right, I gotta make this too. I had played Subnautica, the base game, on stream before, but I ended up just not having any viewers, so I played it again when Conop or Jacob asked if I'd played it. But in doing so, I also followed up with Subnautica Below Zero, hoping people would come hang out. And just no one did, so I gave up on that file. I stopped playing it. So we're doing this on stream for the first time again. We're going to consider this the first time and just enjoy the fact that my friends are here to hang out. Does this still have a battery in it? What in the hell? I'm just realizing I was able to build without a battery in this thing, and I'm not sure why. That is kind of hilarious to me. Like, look, I don't have a battery in the thing. Oh, I have a battery in my inventory, but nothing in the tool itself. And for some reason, it's letting me build stuff. That's hilarious. I wonder what happens if I leave. Is it just taking power from the base to do this? Like, would that stop me? Oh, it's just using base power for it. Okay, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Huh. Cool. We're only going to be playing for about 10 more minutes, by the way. Just so you know, if you're getting tired of watching me run around with this stuff. And that's just as a heads up, more than anything. It did, right? I mean, you did join, I think, like 20 minutes to a half hour late because of Grim streaming. So it has been 2 hours already, yeah. Or like an hour and 50 minutes so far. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it feels like the game is running fast enough that you're not getting bored of it. That is kind of an important thing, especially with these kind of gathering collector type games, is if you stall out, all of a sudden it becomes a bit of a trudge, and people want to give you advice and things, and it's like, well, understandable. Understandable. I'm going to let those keep charging. Welcome back, Doug. Thank you for rejoining. I actually need a little bit of power in my scanner because I'm going to go and get a very important item. Which should be somewhere past here. Well, I mean, technically it is. Even if you didn't leave the room, thank you for coming back, is what I'm saying. Like, if you stayed in, awesome. But thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. It is easy when you go somewhere else to come in and just, like, leave the chat after you've said goodbye. So I appreciate that you came back to hang out more. Ow. Ow. Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, where is that alien distress signal? It's down here. I'm going to continue forward a little bit. So somewhere just up here, I am hurting myself accidentally. I have this bad habit of chewing my nails, or even worse, chewing on my fingers. And I hate it, and it hurts, but it's difficult to stop. It is something of a nervous habit, and it happens a lot when I'm stressed. And as it turns out, I am stressed. I don't know if I told you guys this. I actually have another appointment on Saturday, a medical appointment, and it's they're gonna do a brain scan. The specialist that I went to see a while back. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, probably tomorrow. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, the specialist that I went to see says it's possible that the cough is caused by something wrong with a specific nerve in my brain, which, I mean, if it is, awesome. I would love to be able to deal with that and not have the cough anymore. But also, if it's not, then the stress becomes, well, I'm still coughing. Are they going to say, we don't know what's wrong with you, therefore we think you're faking, and therefore we're removing your financial support? Because that's the one that really scares the crap out of me, is I am not healthy enough to get a job. This cough is just destroying my life. And if they decide that because they can't find something wrong, that I'm therefore not actually sick, that could really screw me over. Like, that could be literally the death of me. So I'm intensely concerned about it. And it's very stressful. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, yeah, that's the current stress for me, is that and I didn't realize how close it was, but I am probably biting my nails or my fingers as a result of that. Thank you, Nat. I appreciate it. I mean, it would be wonderful if... not wonderful. It would be a best case scenario if I became a big enough streamer as a result of this that I wouldn't have to go get a job. I could just make a living on, like, ads and people wanting to spend time with me. That would be fantastic if they stripped away my benefits. But I'm not there yet by any means, which means if they do, I'm just completely screwed. It is a very stressful time. Oh, here they are. No, that's not them. Crap. These are the ones I was talking about, by the way. I like these things. They're pretty cool. But they do have a very big voice. But I like their little glowing fins. I think they're cool. Anyway, we're going to keep looking for the thing I was looking for. Well, thank you, Doug. Honestly, like I said, it's not my goal to do that. It would just be the best case scenario if they decide to say, oh no, you're not really sick. Because I can't do a lot of things anymore. Even the 2 hours a day that I spend on stream here is kind of taxing on me physically. You can probably tell that towards the end here, I've already... my voice is a lot weaker than when I started. So... I have many issues I need to address, and all of them are stressful. But no matter what, regardless of what happens, just know that it is not the making money that's important to me, and I really like that you guys come spend time with me. I have said it many times, I am bored and lonely, and I can't get out of the house much or go see friends or anything. So having you here is nice. It is like having friends in real life, and I super appreciate. Even when Grim is streaming, when you come back and hang out with me, I appreciate that tremendously. I know it's hard when you've been watching streams for a while to keep watching or to watch another one. So yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming back all the time. I hope that's not sappy or like guilt tripping or anything. I just legitimately am grateful. I don't really need that right now. Where the heck is this grow bed? It should be over here. Well, whenever I'm awake, I do try and come hang out with you too, Nat. It's, I know I say it in a lighthearted way that you support the homies, but, yeah. If I can, I like being there for you. It's harder for me to go support Grim, though. She plays all the scary games. Oh, here they are! Yay, I found them before I ran out of power. Yeah. It is always super nice having you here. Alright, I don't have any... 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be enough of those. Ribbon plants are really hard to find, so having the ability to grow them is super nice. They're like a rare resource for whatever reason. In like 2 minutes-ish, Doug. I'm actually just heading back to my base now that I found the outdoor grow beds, and then I'll save, and I'll probably call it a day there. I know it's probably getting close to bed for you, so hopefully I'm not keeping you up too long with that. 5. Yeah. I know you've usually been sent to bed before this. You said your parents tell you to get off your devices if you go out. So, hopefully I'm ending in good time for you. Where is my base? I really need to mark this at some point. I don't know why I don't. Yeah. For me, this is 1 o'clock, so it's just after lunch. And I would usually, if I wasn't so wrapped up in Final Fantasy right now, I would usually be taking a little bit of a break and then jumping back in after an hour. And I say taking a break, but really I mean like making a new thumbnail and uploading to YouTube and maybe working on emotes and stuff. I only actually take about 5 minutes of actual rest to eat in between, and then I would do a second stream an hour later. Well, thank you for being here and being an audio listener anyway, Chaos. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully it was interesting enough just hearing it as a semi-podcast thing that you're not like, oh, I gotta shut this off, I can't focus. Or, man, he sucks, I can't believe he's saying things. Anyway, I'm gonna charge these before I forget. Where are we going? This one? Good. Okay. I'm going to plug these in. I need to take this one. And then before I actually call it a day... Yeah, it's awful when people speak. Like, what are they thinking? Ugh. Let's see. There's just like 2 things I want to do before I call it a day. Oh, that's nice. So that I don't forget to do them later. So I'm gonna go put this grow bed down here. Oh, I forgot one other thing. This was the other part that I needed, was I do have a Not today, no. I will probably be back. Well, I will be back tomorrow in the afternoon for raft. At least that's the plan. But as I said, I do have an appointment for a brain scan tomorrow. And because of the coughing, I might not actually... they either might not get the scans done or it might go over by quite a bit. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll be back for the raft stream tomorrow afternoon, or if I am, it'll be late. I might also just not have energy from it because I'll be coughing like crazy from the stress. Maybe no stream tomorrow. But honestly, Nat, you would be asleep during that stream anyway, I think, because it would be starting about now as opposed to ending about now. Yeah. I will do what I can. I just wanted to let you know what was up. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I always appreciate you being here. I am going to cut the stream now. Let me remember to raid before you do that, or before I do that though, so you get the extra channel points. And yeah, just to finish off, thank you again. I greatly appreciate everyone being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night and sweet dreams if you have them. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Thank you kindly. Let's find us a raid though before I fully call it quits. Where are we? Thank you so much, Nat. I hope nothing bad happens. It's not a matter of I hope something good happens, just I hope nothing bad happens. That's the best answer I can give. Oh, I will send you to Pachi. She was playing Subnautica, go figure. Alright, raid channel. Pachi. I wish there was a way to just find the friends on there. There we go. Alright. Catch you next time, folks.